And hello fellow takers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are in a tier 9 Russian heavy tank T10. Yes, boys and girls, today I'm gonna show you a clip from first game will be just a clip to show you how I play ElHalluf in this tank, and in particular any type of Russian tank. Could be medium tank without much of gun depression, right? So that's exactly what we're gonna do in a first game. Second game, I'm going to give you a nice position on the Ruinberg, and we're going to show you how to play that map, how I play that map from east spawn, which is not desirable. But anyway, let's focus on this game first. And what I like doing on ElHalluf with any medium tank and usually heavy tank that has reasonable gun depression, I go to position B3. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to position B3 and look at this tank. This tank is so fast, it should be played like a medium tank. So even though T10 is a heavy tank, you should really play it like a medium tank. Oh, let's see if we can put a shell into this guy on the move, because we don't want to stay there. If we overexpose ourselves, we could lose HP early in the game, and we don't want to do that. Now, why is this position perfect for Russian tanks? Because you're not going to be in the way of any... By the way, I'm sorry to that guy. That was really unfortunate. Got scorched by Artie very early in the game. You're not going to be in the way of the tanks that have good gun depression, like this, what is it? Centurion Action X, I think. That's what it is. Yet, you're going to generate gun depression by climbing up the hill. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sloping with my left side of the tank on top of that hill. And that way I generate gun depression and I can shoot down. Unfortunately, I wasn't looking at this guy. I was really a little bit worried on the right hand side, because you could see there's a medium tank there, and I think machine was actually pushing through there as well. So I was focusing on my right hand side, and that guy went through unpunished, unfortunately, but that's not gonna happen again. Now, another key thing about ElHalluf that you guys have to learn. Wait, let me see if we can put a shot into this guy. Yes, we can. See, and that's what you can do with sloping like this. Now, there's another guy coming up here, and I think he's gonna put a shell into me. Is he? Or is he not? I don't remember that part. Yes, he does. But take a look at that. I can see his cupola. So we're gonna line it up really nicely and slowly, and we're gonna pen him just like that. Anyway, what I was gonna say on ElHalluf is very important to stay patient. Stay patient in this position here. Like, if all of our tanks stayed patient on our side, and we just, we just hold this position, we should win. And usually the team that holds the position the longest wins, unless there's minimal presence at B3 and A3. So if there's no tanks at B3 and A3, on one of those locations, you're going to get exposed, because the opposition is going to push through the weak side, either through A3 or through B3. But if there are enough tanks in both locations, all you got to do is just hold. And if you hold this position, enemy eventually will become impatient, and they will start pushing like this guy. So we can put a shell into him. He exposed his side of the tank, so it was easy shot for me. Now we're going to try to... I actually tried to hit his gun manlet. I mean, this tank doesn't have a manlet. Around the gun you can actually penetrate, but my gun didn't reload in time, and then he started turning. So I fired into his weak spot on the side of the tank. And we're going to remain patient. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stay patient here. We're not going to do anything. None of our tanks are pushing. Our team is playing great, and you'll see what happens later on. We're going to run over the opposition completely. As you can see, the game is really, really close, right? So right now it's even Steven, but that's going to change significantly pretty soon. Anyway, I'm bottom tier in this matchup, right? So it's not my job really to push the opposition. It's tier 10's, heavy tanks job and medium tanks job that have good position that they can put shells in. I don't have a good position to put shells in. So all I can do is just hold my position and observe the situation. What is happening on the map, right? And when there's an opportunity to hit someone, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now I can see one of our heavy tanks pushing in the middle right there. So I'm gonna push at the same time right now. And look at the score, 7-3. Game pretty much over. So I was in a position to defend if I had to, but my team won, so I'm in a position to clean up right now. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to be first when it comes to cleanup. But unfortunately, the red team's gonna run away from me for the most part. That's unfortunate here. I got hit by E4, sitting somewhere in the base camper. But yeah, I'm gonna try to push here, wait for my team, and then push. And I'm gonna show you quickly the progression. I'm not gonna get any more damage in this game because my team was just too good. And that happens every once in a while. But the progression here is clean up this corridor here, and then go down the hill right here, and flank around from this side of the map. Because if you win this area, usually you have snipers sitting at C7. Like you can see, we have one tank destroyer sitting there. And this progression here is pretty safe. Anyway, I'm not going to show you the rest of the game because we cleaned up here pretty quickly. I just want to show you how to use a Russian tank to play on this map. Anyway, let's skip to the next game of the day. And in this game, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background story. So, if you look at my T10, actually, I probably have only 2 tanks with this logo. So, if you look at my T10 and my IS-7, I have peace logo on the side of the tank. Now, the reason why I have a peace logo on the side of the tank, because back in the day when I started playing World of Tanks, I called myself, there you go, you can see it right now. I was calling myself, my gamer tag was Peacekeeper. Now, the reason why I was Peacekeeper was because I couldn't figure out, you know, what my gamer tag should be, right? I'm like, I'm Canadian, you know, and I tried to figure out, okay, can I use the logo as part of my gamer tag so that I can be recognized on a battlefield? And I came up with that. There was a peace logo. I'm Canadian. Canadians are known to be peacekeepers. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be a peacekeeper. And I left this logo on this tank and on my IS-7 until today. And I'm not going to take them off because this reminds me that these were the first tanks at tier 9 and tier 10 that I ever got in this game. So yes, this was my first ever tier 9 T10, and at that point it was called IS-8, I believe. And to commemorate the fact that these are both my first tier 9 and tier 10, I left the logo intact, and so be it. Now the logo stays forever. Anyway, I haven't played this tank in ages, boys and girls. The only reason I'm in this tank right now is because it was ×5 and then it was ×2, and I'm grinding the Valor, so I decided to jump into a bunch of tanks that I haven't played in a long time to get the extra XP. But anyway, this is the position that I wanted to show you on Ruinberg. So there's 2 ways to play this position. First way is the way I play it now with the T10, because I have strong turret armor. I can come to this position and use my strong turret armor, not overexpose my hull, right? So I can poke out from here. But if you back up a little bit, if you back up behind this building, the building on the left, you're actually left with a little opening that you can fire through. And through that opening, you might not get detected, especially if you have a tank destroyer with very good camo or very little armor. You still have that opening to fire through, but no one will be able to hit you. It's absolutely fantastic position for early game because the opposition always ends up coming to E1. And then what happens is if you clean the opposition through E1, or if you discourage them from coming and trying to engage you, you'll get to do this. Pretty much farm, because you cleaned up E1 or the opposition turns around. In this case, the opposition turned around and they ran off because they didn't want to fight me. So I have pretty much easy access to this side of the map here. Poke to the right, and I have everything, all the reds in front of me. All I gotta do is fire my gun. This is an excellent strategy on this map, because this map is a little bit imbalanced. The opposition has significant advantage in the field because they could put shots into the F line that's sort of on the angle, and that makes it kind of difficult for whoever's on the field to support the middle of the map, the city. But the opposition, the reds, actually can if they spawn on the other side of the map. So, and just like that, because my gun was in action all the time and we have significant numbers on this side of the map here, we're gonna clean it up. So we're gonna bully this tier 7 because we're a top tier in this matchup. We can pretty much bully tier 7s easily. I didn't really care if I take a shot here. I just wanted damage here, so we're gonna clean up. at this point in time. So the rest of the game is pretty much a wash. It'll be a race to get my damage, pretty much. That's it. And I noticed this Type 4 Heavy. I thought, okay, you know what? There's plenty of health left on that guy. I could probably drain him in health quite nicely if I load my heat rounds. So that's what I was doing here. Just trying to pen him. But he's flanked from so many angles right now. I don't think I'll be able to get any shots on him. No, I don't, which sucks. But we're going to chase the rest of the Reds to get the damage. I don't remember what my damage number here was. It wasn't even... I don't think I got to 5k in this game. Well, we'll see at the end of the game. There's Artie here, and our tank gets annihilated by Artie. That's why you never go in first when you see the Artie. Unless you can cover your turret, unless you can go hull down or something. Cover your hull, not turret. Then that's not a problem. But we're going to bully this tier 7 here, and we take him out of the game. So yeah, race for damage. And T10 is fantastic when it comes to race for damage at the end of the game because it's so fast. You can get to the kills quite quickly. And then we see the full health tortoise. How nice. Well, let's see if we can get any damage out of that guy. If we can get 2 damaging hits out of that guy, that will be a big success. Big success? Let's see if we can do this. Russian power. Alright. There he is. He's not paying attention to us. So we're going to hit a Scapola. That aim time could be a little bit better. A little bit better. But that alpha is amazing. 400. I don't remember. But usually he rolls about 450, 460, 440. Nice rolls on this tank. Yes. Oh, we almost got second damaging hit, but we take him out of the game. So at 4.3k damage. And this guy's full health too. Nice. Let's see if we can hit him. So we're faster than all the other guys, as you can see. We can turn around here. We can aim that shot up. And... What? Yeah, that's the problem. That should have been almost 5k game. I think. I don't think I had any blind shots in there anyway. Anyway, that completes the game. So, yeah, nothing spectacular. Just your average games to show you guys. But I want to show you how I play this tank. Bottom tier and top tier, especially certain positions here on Ruinberg and on ElHalluf. So let's see how we did in this game anyway. So we ended up with actually class 1 game. That's a class 1 game. 4.3k damage, 1500 basic speed, 4 kills. Yeah, nothing spectacular. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Until next time, happy tanking. Space Bandit checking out.